today's video, I have this spring summer makeup look. I'm so excited because I'm actually using my CARLI BYBEL Deluxe Edition palette today. I just got this in the mail a few days ago and I absolutely love it. Like, I'm obsessed with it. I have the first one, I loved it that much, and then when I saw this one I was like, should I get it? Do I need it? No. Do I want it? Absolutely. Some of the colors are similar from her first palette, but a lot of them are new, and I just love the palette. I think it's a great value overall. It's only 20 bucks and you get so many colors in here, so I definitely want to create more looks with this, so you guys will see those very soon on my channel. But for today, I just did this really simple, fun, pop of color look that I think anybody could wear, and it's super easy. So I hope you guys like it, and let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I'm starting off by priming my lids. I'm using my favorite NYX eyeshadow base in the shade Skin Tone, and since I have acrylics, I'm just going to use this flat concealer brush from RC Cosmetics just to apply this all over my lid and bringing it up to my brow bone. This is my favorite eyeshadow base ever. It reminds me of the MAC Paint Pots, which I've said like a million times, but this really is super similar and it just makes my shadow last like all day. And if you're new to my channel and you're wondering what's on my lips, I always use the Mentha Supreme Lip Shine from Bath & Body Works. This is the one that I currently am using. This is all I use to moisturize my lips. I love the lemon one. I love the vanilla mint one. These are just amazing and they really do a good job at moisturizing. So I always like to do this before my makeup. That way by the time I apply my lip products, they're nice and soft. So I'm going to go ahead and just set my eyeshadow base, and I'm going to be using the new Beige Cosmetics and CARLI BYBEL palette. This is the deluxe edition, and I'm so excited. I have not played with this at all. It is so gorgeous, like absolutely stunning. So I'm going to just pick up that matte creamy shade, and I'm just going to apply this all over my lid just to set my eyeshadow primer. And I love the original CARLI BYBEL palette, so when I saw this, I was like, okay, even though it looks similar to what I already have, I still wanted to get it because it looks so pretty. So I'm starting off with that like peachy sort of shade, and I'm going to use this on a big fluffy brush. This one is from Live and Breathe Beauty, and I'm just going to apply that right into my crease. I really love how soft and neutral this palette is because those are the type of colors that I always go for. I know that a lot of my looks are very similar. I'm just a neutral girl. I love staying in my comfort zone, and I like creating looks that I feel like are wearable for an everyday person and that I would actually realistically wear. You know what I mean? So I'm just really building that shade up. Then I'm picking up this really pretty like pinky color. It has like some gold reflex under it. It's really, really pretty. I'm going to take this on a flat shader brush, and then I'm going to spray my brush with some of this Pixie Vitamin Makeup Mist just to kind of make the color appear more vibrant. I'm sure that this palette is extremely pigmented just like the first one, but I always do this with all of my eyeshadows. I'm going to apply this in the inner third of my lid. I'm going to use a baby wipe to kind of wipe that brush off a little bit. I'm going to actually use the back of it to take the other like kind of peachy pink color, which is calling my name today, and I'm going to be also spraying that a little bit and applying that on the center of my lid. Kind of creating a little bit of like a gradient from light to dark. I don't know what I'm doing. Wow, these colors are so pretty. And the colors in the top row, I believe most of them are new, like they weren't in her previous palette, which I love these shades. Like, they're so pretty. Also taking the rest of it, I was gonna do something different, but also just taking the rest of it and applying it kind of towards the rest of my lid as well. Taking a little bit more of that brownish, soft brown color, I'm gonna just apply that in the crease just to blend everything out a little bit more. I can already tell this is gonna be like my new go-to palette. And then I'm gonna be taking a little bit more of this darker orangey brown. It's not that dark, but I'm gonna put that in the crease to kind of deepen it up. And I'm using, sorry, I forgot to mention, this is the Sigma E25 blending brush. Ooh, I really, really like this palette so far. Like, I'm super impressed. I mean, I knew it was gonna be good just because the first one is so good, but I'm loving it. Use actually the white color, which is the highlighter, just to highlight my brow bone. Ooh, it's so pigmented. I literally don't know what I just did with my flat shader brush, so I'm just going to use a different one. This one's from Beige Cosmetics, and I'm just going to kind of emphasize the lid colors a little bit more because I feel like blending them out, I kind of lost some of them. So I'm going to just add a little bit more in the inner corner, like that same color that I was using, just to emphasize everything. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but I'm kind of a little bit inspired by like the yellow, like duochrome-ish from the shadow. So I'm going to apply some yellow eyeliner. I'm going to be using the NYX Vivid Brights liner in the shade Vivid Halo, which is just a really pretty bright yellow. I absolutely love these eyeliners. They're really intense. They don't irritate my eyes, and I like the little tip that it has because it makes it super easy to do a wing. So I'm going to do a winged liner with some of this yellow liner. So let's see how it turns out. Alright, so now for lashes, I'm actually going to go in with the Salon Perfect 614s just because they have a really thin band. I feel like if I use really thick lashes, then it's going to kind of wash away the yellow liner. So I'm going to apply these with my favorite eyelash glue, which is the Kiss Lash Adhesive, and I'll be right back in 1 second. Alright, lashes are on, so I'm going to move on to the face. I'm going to be using the NYX No Filter Blurring Primer, which is one of my favorite drugstore primers. I just discovered this about a month ago and I've been loving it ever since. So I'm just going to massage this pretty much all over my skin, concentrating it where I have larger pores, and then with any extra product I just apply it to the rest of my face, like my forehead and like the outer perimeter. For foundation, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD foundation, and I have this one in the shade Nude Beige. Another favorite product of mine, this foundation is gorgeous, so I'm just gonna apply this. I like it because like you get really good coverage, but it's still really light on the skin, which I'm all about, especially now that it's like getting a lot warmer. I don't know if this color is gonna match me the best, but we're gonna make it work. Oh, it's getting really bright. The sun's going like in and out. I'm using natural lighting because when I turn on my ring light, I feel like it just makes everything look worse. So I'm just using natural light. Then for my under eye area, I'm using the Hard Candy Color Correct Cushion Wonder Corrector in the shade, I think this is just the peach one. And I'm just gonna apply this right underneath my eyes. I don't know how I feel about this yet. I've been kind of testing it out just a few times, but I will let you guys know. For concealer, I'm going in with one of my faves. I'm using a lot of my favorite products. This is the Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Medium 1 Custard. And I'm gonna actually just use a flat brush. This one's the Sigma Large Shader, just to apply this underneath my eyes and also to like conceal and brighten the rest of my face. Go ahead and bake a little bit underneath my eyes. I'm going in with the Airspun Loose Face Powder, which is one of my favorites, and this one's in the shade Naturally Neutral. So I'm just gonna put some on my lid and then just take my damp beauty blender to set underneath my eyes. This does have a little bit of a stronger smell, but I feel like if you can look past the smell for a little bit, it's an amazing powder. I used to like hate the smell, but I got used to it. It is really strong when you first apply it, but it doesn't like linger throughout the day, which is good. With any extra powder on the lid, I'm just taking an e.l.f. powder brush and I'm just going to set the rest of my face with this same powder, just very lightly dusting it. Alright, let's zoom back to finish up the lower lashes. I'm actually going to pick up the more warmer tone orangey color, and with the pink color that we applied on the lid, I'm gonna just take this on an e.l.f. contour brush. For the eyes, like always, if you watch me, this is like my favorite brush for my lower lashes, and I'm just going to smudge that out. I'm using the Sonia Kashuk Pretty Cheeky Face Palette, and this is going to be my first time using this, so I'm really excited. I'm just going to be taking the bronzer color just to bronze my skin. I'm using my favorite brush to bronze, which is the Up and Up brand brush from Target. Use the blush with a stippling brush. This is also actually by Sonia Kashuk, and I'm just going to apply that to the apples of my cheeks. I think this blush is perfect for this look, and it's really, really pretty and pigmented. Okay, so even though there is a highlighter in this palette, I'm actually going to be using the highlighters in the CARLI palette just because I want to use them and they're so pretty and there's more variety. I'm taking my Morphe M501, and I love all the different highlighters in here and the fact that you can like mix and customize. So I'm going to use the bronzy shade. I'm going to mix that with that peachy color and a little bit of that white color. And then I'm using the Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Instigator over top. Finally, I'm just going to spritz my face with the Pixie Vitamin Makeup Mist just to add some extra hydration. Alright guys, so that completes this look. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think down below, and also leave me more video requests, whether it's makeup tutorials or any other videos that you want to see from me next, also down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you in a few days in my next video. Bye!